Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching Master Sais. And on today's show, I wanted to talk to you about something. Those things up in there in the sky. What you call those right there? Those are clouds. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, those are clouds. And what most people don't understand about clouds, I'll try to make this really quick and simple because a lot of people don't understand anything about them, is that they are alive. They are alive. They might not be conscious like you and I, but they are most definitely alive. How I know this is a cloud has a soul just like you and I. And that soul is what keeps it alive up there in the sky. And the soul that is given to the cloud is given to it by God, which is the earth. And they stay up in the sky because they are alive. Things that are above the ground are alive, and things that are in the ground are dead. Except for bugs and squirrels and these chickmunks that I have in my yard and gophers and stuff like that. But when you see snow on the ground, that is just a dead cloud. That's all it is. And if you look at the way the clouds are moving, it's windy out there right now. It's so windy. Look, my windmill. But the clouds are just cruising along. And a lot of people are going to say that's because the winds are different up there. Well, if you can see the clouds, it seems like they sit on a real thin layer of something that kind of they float on top of. And that thin layer is like, I don't know, I guess they call it the barometric. It goes high and low because clouds will drop, and when that barometric pressure drops or whatever, I guess. But that little thin membrane keeps these clouds, they float on top of it, but they're alive because when you see lightning, that's the cloud's soul falling to the ground. And then when they start to die off, the water molecules start to come together and they get heavier, and then they fall and they become rain. When in the wintertime, the coldness freezes that cloud in time, and then it just falls as it was naturally, as frozen dust particles that were activated and became alive through the power of God and electricity. You see the sun, and it looks like it's pulsating, but it's just, beating through the clouds like a wave, like a heartbeat, and it's all alive. And the sun is just like the Bible says, it's an electrical halo in the sky, and that's Jesus giving life to every living thing on earth. And the earth gave life to the sun, and that's cool. You can see that thing. It looks like almost like a round jellyfish, or like a, you see that right there, that purple looking thing right there? Look, I can kind of put my finger in front of it, and the sun still makes it shine and in between the camera and I and my finger. That's pretty cool. That's because the sun that you're looking at, I think it could be not really, I guess, like not an optical illusion, but like a hologram. If you know what a holographic bowl is, if you don't, go look them up. Holographic bowls, you can buy them very cheap on eBay or Amazon or whatever. It's basically the same thing that the Bible describes the firmament as a real shiny molten glass metal. So I think the sun is actually what you're seeing is a holographic projection that's coming from the center of the earth, and it's being projected, and it shines off of the firmament dome back down onto earth. And that's how we're able to get rainbows, because of that bouncing the light off of different objects. You know, if you understand how how a prism works, and you got a triangle prism, and you'll see the rainbows that come out of the triangle prism are always, they make a triangular pattern, that rainbow. But when you look at a rainbow that's natural in the daytime, because you can't have a rainbow at night, we all know this. I mean, I guess you can, and in some cases, I don't know, but for most cases, it's all in the day. And when you have a rainbow in the daytime, it looks like a perfect dome arch, like a perfect dome, not an arch, but an arc. The halo will look like an archway. So if you understand physics and how rainbows are created, then you will accept the fact that the sun is a hologram being projected off of the dome, the firmament,